Hey everybody, welcome back to Taking an Album for a Walk. So I'm doing something a little different this week as I had to make a trip to Chicago, and so I decided to do a couple of quick recommendations of albums that came out this weekend that I had the opportunity to listen to, and maybe I can go into a little more depth into them into the coming weeks, but yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first off, I'd like to recommend the album Crash by Charlie XCX. I've been a big fan of Charlie's stuff the last few years. In particular, her last full-length album, I think it's called How I'm Feeling Now. I thought that it was really unique and cool, and had a lot of production quirks and stuff that I really enjoyed. And I think that this album plays a little safer than that project, but it still comes packed with a lot of catchy hooks, expressive production, loads of personality. If you're looking to get into pop, or if you're already into pop and you're looking for more good music in the genre, I think you'll really enjoy this album. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. The next album I'd like to recommend from this weekend is the new Denzel Curry record. It's called Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. I had high expectations for this project based on Denzel's previous work, as well as the singles that he released before, and this album still managed to exceed those expectations. This album has a lot brighter and more soulful production than what Denzel usually works over, but he still seems completely comfortable rapping over these instrumentals, and he brings that same sort of expressive and charismatic personality and voice, and he brings it to every verse on the project. There's not a bad one on the whole thing. He's consistent across the whole project, and at the same time, he's even improving, and he feels even more focused and thoughtful in his writing and his rapping than he did at any point on his last project, in my opinion. And I really like that project too. I expect this album to only grow on me more with time as well, so I give it a 4 out of 5. Alright, and lastly, there's Coin's new album. It's called Uncanny Valley. I think sonically, while the band still sounds very much like themselves, they're clearly experimenting with a little bit, some more different sounds on this record. And I think for the most part, those risks pay off. There's some stuff that I don't really think is all that cool or interesting. They have this little robot voice that comes in that's supposed to emphasize some themes of the record. I don't know, I think it sounds kind of silly and takes me out of it, but overall, it's a really solid pop indie rock album. Some songs sound kind of samey, but there's still a lot I like about it, and if you've ever listened to Coin, I think that you'll be happy with this new project. And if you're new to the group, I hope this one really puts you onto them, because their discography is actually really solid. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. Alright, thank you for joining me. Let me know what you thought of all these albums, and yeah, thank you again.